Hi, today we're doing Art Vista training on 3rd grade Set A, which is called Moody Clowns. So for this one, we pretty straightforward, pretty simple project. You don't need a lot of helpers for this one. It's not a lot of supplies, there's not a lot of cleanup, so if you have 1 or 2 helpers, you're in good shape. For this project, we need 30 pieces of construction paper. We recommend that you cut the paper down so it's 10 by 16 size. To do this, you cut 2 inches off of each side of a large piece of construction paper. That way, after the project, if you want to mount them onto a larger piece of construction paper, you can do that, and it creates a 1-inch border all the way around the art. This is how we like the art mounted for the art show. So you already prepared your paper size for this. So, to create these Moody Clowns, when you read through the project, it talks about emotions and different facial expressions. So that's where this project comes in. You don't want them just to draw a clown. You want them to draw either a happy clown or a sad clown or mad or frustrated. So the idea is not just a clown, but an expressive clown. And to do this, they're going to use oil pastel crayons. So you'll see in the Art Vista closet, there's these stacks that you can just grab the handle and bring them to the classroom. We usually recommend 2 bins per table. So if you have 5 tables in the classroom of children, 2 bins, we'd need 2 bins on each table, so 10 bins you would need. So the kids just share them out of the middle of the table. And let's look at some samples of Moody Clowns. It's good to bring this folder into the classroom, especially for this project, because in here, not only do you have finished samples of the projects, but you have these clown pictures. And these are all different pictures of clowns. You can actually hang these up on the whiteboard using magnets. And this really gives them some different ideas, because these is really good examples of Moody Clowns. They all have all different expressions. You can see all the different colors used. Some people perhaps they'll do the spotted tie, or this afro wig that's rainbow colors, really popular. The kids really like to recreate that in their paintings. So feel free to put these up to give them some ideas of what types of details they might like to include in their clowns. And these, like I said, these need to stay into the 2nd grade folder. Third grade, sorry. 3rd grade clown folder. Also in the folder, you'll see, this is somebody just did a demonstration for the kids, and you can show them that they sketched it lightly with one of the oil pastels before they went in to add the color. So sketching is something the kids will be learning as well. Another demonstration that a docent did to show with some different detail, and to show that with the oil pastels you can kind of blur them and smudge them with a paper towel or with your fingers. So there's some different techniques you can do. Here's another example of a really happy clown. Again, we want to make sure they draw it very large and fill up the whole paper. And here's a great example of that, filling up the whole paper. So in addition to the clown, they have colored in the background as well. Kind of an angry clown, perhaps. This one's a little bit scary. So these are some samples. So you can show the samples also to the kids to give them an idea of what they'll be doing. And it's good to take the samples down after you show them, so the kids don't try to recreate it exactly. But the examples of the clown pictures, you can leave those ones up.
Sorry, hairspray.
Okay, so after the children are done and you've collected their paper, make sure there's always a name on the back of every paper, because you don't want to collect any Art Vista projects without names. That's important to keep track. So when you or your helper take the finished paper, you're going to notice the oil pastel, it's a little bit oily. So we have to kind of set the oil pastel, and we do that using hairspray, and the hairspray cans are available in the Art Vista closet. So we really recommend that you bring some newspaper along with the hairspray, and bring it outside. So you have a little station where you've set up the newspaper on the ground, and then put down each picture and just lightly spray the entire thing with hairspray. It's more important in the areas where the kids have colored really dark and there's a lot of oil pastel coverage. When they've colored lightly, it's not such an issue. It doesn't smudge as much. But when you place all the pictures on top of each other, they could get smudged and smeared if you didn't set them first with a very light spray of hairspray. If you want to have a drying rack, so after you spray them with the hairspray, you can set them in the drying rack. You can get these out of the Art Vista closet and bring them to the classroom, but make sure you return them to the Art Vista closet when you're done. So enjoy Moody Clowns.